whenever the conversation of delineation comes about, a lot of people extrapolate from that, oh, you guys hate everybody else. And I was like, no, that's not what that is. Now, are there some people who have hateful things to say? Yeah, sure. And it's not right. But the conversation really is about separation, right? Drawing boundaries and saying, okay, listen, Black Americans have got to separate because before we were lumped in with not just the other people of color or minorities, we were lumped in with everybody that appears to be Black. Well, everyone that looks Black, yes, they are Black, but they may be from Africa, the Caribbean, or, South America or something like that, right? But Americans have not been benefiting from this so-called coalition of the Blacks, if you will. In fact, we have been getting left behind. We have been getting talked about. So the conversation has been had a lot lately. Now, I want to make this difference. It's not a new conversation. Oh, no, it's not. Marcus Garvey was talking about it. The Nation of Islam was and is talking about it. When they say we got to separate away from the white man and all of that, that's been a thing. But it's come about lately because a lot of the disrespect that has come from everybody else, right? Now, of course, you've heard Dr. Claude Anderson tell us to stop calling ourselves minorities, people of color, because we get lumped in and then we get pushed out, right? Everybody else in this people of color spectrum, they get everything. And Black people, I should say Black Americans, get nothing. We get nothing specifically, right? So the delineation conversation is not about hate. It's about focus. If you really think about it, it's about focusing on Black Americans and the things that we need, the things that we want, protecting our culture, and a whole host of other things, because we haven't been good at that lately. We haven't been good at really gatekeeping the things that belong to us. We have watched everybody else eat off of and benefit from Black American culture, whether it's music, movies, food, clothes, even the way we speak, right? You name it. Everybody else has been making a bag off of it. And then we're left with well, what about us? When the conversation to us should have been, well, you didn't protect it. That's what happens when you invite everybody to the cookout. And as I always say, we say, come on, oh, you got a good dance there. Oh, yes, you said this, that, the other. You did. So you get to come to the cookout. And then what they do is they come and they, bust a jig with no rhythm. And then they take off with the mac and cheese and the recipe. And then they go, put it together, pretend like it's something they made. And they're going to make a whole lot of money off of our great grandmama's macaroni and cheese recipe because we're so welcoming. Oh, yes, come on in. And I still see us doing it. It's getting a little better. But we got to stop being so welcoming because everybody else, they're not very welcoming to us. And I get it. You're supposed to gatekeep your stuff. You're supposed to say, oh, no, I'm not hiring. We're not hiring. Because you're supposed to hire your own people. So that's what delineation is about. Okay, when we get a business, we're going to hire our people like everybody else does. Everybody else hires their own people and they're unapologetic. Now, do they lie? Oh, no, we're not hiring. But then, yeah, they do that. But that's a form of gatekeeping. You go in a lot of our restaurants, inside and behind, you'll see everybody else working there. You'll see a few Blacks, but you'll see Hispanics. You'll see some whites. And, in their offices, they got white people on the boards. Even like with these so-called Black-owned banks. They say, oh, it's Black-owned. Yeah, put your money in the Black-owned bank. But then when you get to do it, now you ain't even got to dig a lot. You do a little bit of digging. It's like, wow. It's a Black-owned bank, but it ain't operated by Black people. You got all kind of white folks on the board, behind the scenes, pulling the strings, So that's the kind of stuff we need to really do when we talk about delineation. We can't just talk about it as far as, well, I'm online and I'm going to say I'm not like you and you not like me. Nah, we got to delineate in every way, shape, or form. And it's not mean. It's not hateful. It's just what we were supposed to be doing. And we've been asked to do that a long time ago. So I hope that helps everybody else who thinks that is hateful, that we're like, yeah, we don't want to sit with you right now. We need to sit with each other. Again, it's not even about you. It's more so about us as Black Americans. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that.